Hello, 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 hello. We are back again for Grizzlies softball. It is Wednesday, April 4th. We are away at Timberlane High School for another away game. Seems like we've had all away games lately, but we're rocking and rolling. Coming up to bat for the Grizzlies, is Sam Derry, then Britt LeClaire, Mackenzie Oliver, and cleanup Sophie Roussel. That's going to be a first pitch strike by number 12, El Salafia. Swing and a miss. That's going to be strike 2 on Sam. Last game, Sam went 3 for 5. Grizzlies bats have definitely woken up in the last few games. Had that rough one out in Exeter in the rain. And there's a ground ball through to right field. He's going to make it to first base. A little bobble in the outfield. And we got a runner on with no outs. And Britt LeClaire coming up to bat. Brittany shows bunt, takes for the strike.
Come on, Britt.
Takes low, ball 1. Brittany went 3 for 4 in her last game. Drops another bunt. That's going to roll foul. 2 strikes on. And I would assume Brittany's going to be swinging away from this point forward. High for a ball, bringing us to 2-2 in the count. And that's popped up to the third baseman. Fielded cleanly, tries to throw to first. That's going to be an overthrow, out of play, and she's going to take second. So that's going to be a pop out to 5, but productive anyway. On the overthrow, Sam gets into scoring position. Grizzlies are going to need to get some runs quick in this game to stay in it. Timberlane is a powerful team. So 1 out, runner on second for Mackenzie Oliver. Takes for a strike on the off-speed pitch. Popped up down the left field line. Caught by the shortstop for the 6th fly out. For the second out. Still a runner in scoring position on second base. And this is Sophie Roussel. Takes for the first pitch strike. We have a little tailwind pushing from, feels like it's going from home plate out to the outfield. Takes for ball 1. 1-1 is the count. Takes again for the ball. 2-1. Two-one, 2 outs. Runner on second. Takes for the strike. here's the 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to first base. She's going to step on the bag for the quick out. And that's going to be the third out of the inning. And we will be right back with Timberlane's at bats. And we are back for the bottom of the first. Grizzlies taking the field. Pitching is going to be Mackenzie Oliver. Regan O'Mara catching. Sophie Roussel playing first base. Second base, Britt LeClaire. Third base, Soph Derry. Shortstop, Gemma Panarian. Left field, Sam Derry. Right center field, Ari Garzone. And then in right field is Riley Boucher. And she's going to take for a ball. Strike called. Infield strong with Goffstown. Takes for a ball. Three seniors in the infield. Regan, Gemma, and Brittany LeClaire, leaders of the infield. And in the outfield, we have takes for a strike in right field. In left field, Sam Derry, another senior, another leader of the team. Ground ball to third base, throws to first cleanly for the out for the 5-3. Big first out for Goffstown. One of the traditions I've always seen in softball, I've been around for a while, and it's gone down from travel all the way up. The beginning of the game, when the coaches meet with the captains in the front, used to be for a coin toss. Now it's just to go over the rules, but it's good to see everybody out there standing together as one unit on both teams. High for a ball. Strike thrown in the off-speed pitch. There's a high fly ball to left center that's going to hit the fence. Fielded by Ari, the throw in to the cutoff. Not in time for the out. It's going to be a stand-up double for C. Poulin. Coming up to bat, El Salafia. She is the pitcher. Yeah, it's off speed in the dirt. Ball one. Regan makes a good stop, not letting that ball pass. High for a ball. Takes again for ball. Bringing our count to 3-0. Strike one called. 3-1 the count, no outs. Runner on second. That's a high fly ball to left field. That's going to be gone for a 2-run shot for Timberlane. And the bats starting off quickly for Timberlane. So we are having some issues with our scoreboard on your TV right now. Just know that it's 2-0. We're going to work on getting that fixed for you. And this is A. Cardero She is the designated player, so she will only be taking at bats in this game, and unless she gets subbed in later on in the field. That's a ball. It's a ground ball to left field. Fielded cleanly by Derry, thrown into the cutoff. It's going to hold her at first base. That's a base hit for A. Cardero. Coming up to bat, M. Salerno. So 1 out, runner on first. Takes high for ball 1. Takes again for ball 2. And that's ball 3. And we have fixed our technical difficulties, so you should see the score at this point. And that's going to be ball 4. All right, so 1 out. Runners on first and second. Coming up to bat is E. Shanley, the right fielder. And we finally got a little relief from the wind for a second or two. We'll see if it holds. A little bit of overcast today. It's blue over us right now. Takes for a ball. We did have some spot showers as we were waiting for the game to start. But that's good because that'll keep the dust down on the field. Takes again for a ball. 2-0 is your count. And that's a ground ball down the left field line. That's going to roll foul. That's going to bring us to 2-1. 2-1. Off-speed pitch. It's going to be ball 3. And that's going to be high for ball 4. And that is going to load the bases for Timberlane. Coming up to bat, M. McFadden, third baseman. And the sun is out. It's a high fly ball to right field. And she makes the catch for the throw. Makes the catch, throws it into the infield. That's going to score 1 run on the tag up. So 2 outs. Runners on the corners. Coming up is Jay DeVito. I think her uncle is Danny. And that's a strike. And a runner is going to advance to second. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded cleanly by Brittany LeClaire, throws to first. In time for the out, for the 4-3 out. So that's going to be the 3rd out. Timberlane posts 3 in this inning. We will be right back with the top of the 2nd. And we are back for the top of the 2nd inning. Coming up to bat is Gemma Panarian, followed by Ari Garzone. then Regan O'Mara. Jama Panarian 2 for 4 in the last game and started to rally in the 7th to post a few more runs over that Manchester win. She's going to take for a first pitch strike. And there's a ground ball to the second baseman. Bobbled at first, but able to recover and make the throw to first for the 4-3 out. Coming up to bat is Ari Gerzone. Ari had a bit of a rough game with her bat last game, hoping to come back here. There's a ground ball towards third. Ari's going to leg it out. That's going to be a 5-3 out for the second out of the inning. And here is Regan. Regan had a single and walked in the 7th last game. But a critical hit in the 7th of last game. She's going to take for a ball 1. Had an RBI on that hit to help Goffstown take the win. That's going to be high, ball 2. That's popped up out of play down the first base line. That's going to bring our count to 2-1. And she's going to take again for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch to Regan. And that's going to be ball 4. And we're going to have a 2-out base runner on first. Coming up to bat, Sophie Derry. And we are going to have a courtesy runner for Regan. That's going to be number 18, Darian Masker. Sophie Derry 2 for 5 in the last game. She's going to take for a ball. And that's going to be a strike 1. 1-1 the count. It's a line drive to the third baseman. She bobbles, but able to recover to make the throw for the 3-5 out. And that is going to end the inning. Still no runs for Goffstown. And we'll be right back with Timberlane's at bats in the bottom of the second. And we are back with the bottom of the second inning. Timberlane up to bat. Grizzlies in the field. Timberlane have a 3-0 lead. This is C. Lynch. She shows bunt fouls off for the first strike. Popped up out of play behind the backstop. Kinda behind the backstop. That's going to put us at 0-2. I lied to you. It wasn't behind the backstop. It was off first baseline, but, you know. You can't tell. I guess I could have lied to you, but I'm not much of a liar. As ground ball up the middle, that's going to get through to center field. Weird hop off the edge of the grass. Ari's still able to field it. That's going to be a base hit for C. Lynch. And I believe we're at the top of the order with Kay Deary, who hit into a 5-3 in her first at bat. Shows bunt. Runner goes. She gets the out. Big throwdown by Regan to Gemma, the two senior leaders of the team. Two of the senior leaders of the team. So that's going to be a 1-6 tag out for out one. That's a ball, pass ball. Swing and a miss for a strike. That's strike three for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat, C. Poulin had a double in her last at bat. Takes for an off speed, strike one. Ball one called, 1-1 the count. That's off speed. That's going to be a hit up the middle to center field for a base hit. 2 outs, runner on first. And here is El Salafia. She hit that monster home run in the first inning. Runner goes. And she's going to steal second. Throw down just a little off. High for a ball. I believe the count is 2-0. That's high for a ball. Two outs, runner on second. Fouled off. And it is 2-2. That's a high fly ball to left field, and that is gone. Another 2-run shot by Timberlane. Putting Timberlane up 5-0 over the Grizzlies. So that's 2 home runs for Salafia in 2 at-bats. And here is A. Cardero. Had a base hit in the first. Takes high, ball one. Popped up down the third baseline. And the catch made for the third out. So popped out to fifth to end the inning. 2 runs posted in that inning by Timberlane to put us at 5-0. We'll be right back. And we are back for the top of the third inning. Grizzlies coming out to bat Emma LeClaire will be batting first. Then we'll be back at the top of the order with Sam Derry and then Britt LeClaire. That's going to be low for a ball. Emma came in the 7th inning last game and got a base hit. See if she can start a rally here for Goffstown. One the count. Takes for a strike. And that's strike 3 for the first out. And we are at the top of the order with Sam. Sam had a base hit in the first inning. Another one of the senior leaders on the team for Goffstown. Outfield, normally she plays right. She's in left today. I'm not used to that, so I want to call it Dana, but she's not there. Takes off speed, ball 1. Sam, a very patient hitter. When she gets the ball on the bat, she hits it hard. Lowe takes a cut at it. That's going to be strike 1. One the count. Off speed, pitch high in the zone for ball 2. Swing and a miss for a strike. It's going to put us at 2-2. 1 out, no one on. 2-2 the count. That's fouled off, out of play. Sam defending the plate, keeping her bat alive. And we are still at 2-2. Off speed, hit back to the pitcher. That's going to be a 1-3 out. Sam still running hard, trying to beat the throw. Good job at Sam at that bat, trying to hold off on that off-speed pitch, able to make contact, just couldn't quite get enough on it to get it through. Here's going to be Britt LeClaire, flew out to third. And that's going to be a bunt right back to the pitcher. Nobody at first to cover. And Brittany's going to reach. So we got a runner on for Mackenzie Oliver with 2 outs. Mackenzie popped up to the shortstop. Last at bat, swing and a miss for a strike. Fouled off down the third base line, out of play. 0-2 is the count. And that's a swing and a miss for strike 3 to end the inning. Goffstown got 1 runner on. Stranded on first base. Score is still 5-0 Timberlane. We'll be right back. And we are back for the bottom of the 3rd inning. Some defensive changes. We have Sophie Roussel moving to pitcher. Number 12, Riley Boucher, is going to be playing first. And she's going to take for a strike. And in right field is Mackenzie Oliver. High for a ball. This is M. Salerno. Walked in the first inning. And we got some more cloud cover over us now. The blue skies are gone. Off-speed pitch for a strike. 1-2 the count. That's low, ball 2. And the wind has picked back up again. Two. Takes low ball. Looked like a good spot from here, but I'm not behind the home plate. And off-speed pitch. It's going to be a ball, and we're going to walk the first runner. Coming up to bat, E. Shanley also walked in the first inning. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Salerno. That's going to be Sheffield, taking her spot on first base. And the wind is whipping. This is number 3, E. Shanley, if I didn't already say that. And that's going to be taking for a first pitch strike. Off speed, ball 1. There's a line drive back to the pitcher. She throws to first for a double play. Makes the catch in the circle. Quick reflexes, throw to first for the 1-3 out. So 2 outs for Goffstown. Coming up to bat, M. McFadden, and she flew out to right field in her last at bat. Ground ball up the middle, through the shortstop into center field. And we're gonna get a base runner on. And coming up, Danny's niece, Jay DeVito. Takes for a ball. Her last at bat hit to second for the 4-3 out. Strike 1 called. 1-1. Ground ball to second base. Brittany fields it cleanly and throws to first for the 4-3 out. And that's going to end it. No runs scored by Timberlane in this inning. And we will be right back with Goffstown's at bats. And we are back for the 4th inning. Goffstown up to bat. That is Sophie Roussel, takes the first pitch strike. And it got dark here. We have some dark cloud cover and some clouds moving in. We'll see what happens. Off speed, line drive to left center. That's going to get past the left fielder. Sophie's going to leg it out to second for a stand-up double. And we have a runner in scoring position for Gemma Panarian. Gemma hit into a 4-3 out in her last at bat. And we're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. That's Ava Fournier for Sophie Roussel. have a truck driving directly behind us. That's a ground ball, foul off the first baseline. Kind of a weird place to be driving, but, you know, not my home, not my problem. Gemma takes for a ball. And that's a high fly ball to right field. That's going to be over the right fielder's head. Gemma's going to leg it out to second. Around comes number 15, Ava Fournier, to put the Grizzlies on the board on a big double by Gemma. And that's an RBI for senior Gemma Panarian. Up to bat, Ari Gerzone. Hopefully this gets a rally going for Goffstown. Ari, last at bat, hit into a 5-3 out. Line drive down the left field line. That's going to be fair. Gemma legging it out to home. She's going to be safe. Ari with a stand-up double. And the Grizzlies are rolling. And the score, 5-2 Timberlane. No outs. And here's Regan O'Mara. Reached on a walk in her last at bat. Popped up in the infield off the first base line. Caught by the first baseman for the first out. And here comes Sophie Derry. Sophie hit into a 3-5 out last at bat. Takes ball one on the off-speed pitch. So an RBI for Gemma and an RBI for Ari. That's going to be strike, putting the count to 1-1. Big hits, big production. That's going to be outside corner for strike two. 1-2 the count. That's an off-speed pitch. That's going to be rolling to second base. Got to make the throw to first for the second out for the 4-3. But moves the runner along. Ari Gerzone in scoring position on third base. 60 feet away. And here's Emma LeClaire. Struck out in her first at bat. Big cut for a strike. And the wind, if you can't tell, has picked up. And we have a little bit of a drizzle. Skies are dark. Fans all putting on their blankets and their coats. Takes for a ball high and away. 1-1 the count. That's a ground ball to first. Fielded cleanly. Tags first for the out. But a productive inning for Goffstown. 2 runs posted to put the score at 5-2. Timberlane still on top, and we will be right back. And we are back with the bottom of the fourth. We just had some gale force winds come in. A little bit of drizzle. We're used to it. This is softball weather for us at this point. Shows bunt. That's going to be foul for C. Lynch. Lynch caught stealing last in the second inning for the 1-6 out, but she had a base hit prior to that. Swing and a miss for a strike. She's going to be down 0-2. And that's going to be strike 3 looking for the first out. And we are back at the top of the order with Kay Deary. Hit into a 5-3 in the first inning and struck out in the second. That's going to be in the dirt for a ball. All the fans running for cover under the bleachers, not your cameraman and your announcer. We're battle hardened. We don't do that. We're here just for you, the 5 fans watching at home. And she takes for a strike. Count's going to be 1-1. There's a high fly ball to left field. Sam tracks it down for a big out, and that's 2 outs. So fly out 7 is what will score that by Sam Derry, senior. Sam, one of those people, like I said, she's normally in right, able to play any position out there. Swing and a miss for a strike. Sam puts a lot of work in, has been playing for a very long time, very experienced. There's a line drive to center field. Uh-oh, off the glove of Ari Garzone. We do have some drizzle. That ball's a bit slippery. It looked like it caught just the tip of her glove. Couldn't quite get it in. She had a good beat on it. And this is El Salafia, 2 home runs in the game. She's going to take for a ball. But Ari able to keep it right near her to hold her to a base hit. There's a ground ball up the middle, fielded cleanly by LeClaire to Gemma. And that's going to be the 4-6 out to end the inning. So no damage done by Timberlane. Goffstown holding them in the last 2 innings to no runs allowed. And we will be right back for the 5th. We are back, top of the 5th inning. Weather has changed again, coming down with some rain and some breeze. This is Sam Derry, top of the order to start off the 5th. And there's a ground ball up the right side through with the second baseman, and she's going to reach with a base hit. And the Grizzlies' bats came alive in the last inning and are still going. And this is Brittany LeClaire. Reached in her last at bat on the bunt. Low for ball 1. And that's going to be in the dirt, hopped up and unable to be played by the catcher. Sam's going to advance the second runner in scoring position. 2 balls, no outs. And the Grizzlies threatening yet again. Shows bunt. Unable to make contact. That's going to be strike 1. bring the count to 2-1. Popped up out of play down the third base line for strike 2. And we're going to be at 2-2. And that's going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3 for the first out. And here comes Mackenzie Oliver with a runner in scoring position. Mackenzie flew out to the shortstop and struck out in her first 2 at-bats. Swing high in the zone, strike 1. Low ball 1. Count 1-1. Fouled off to the backstop. Good contact. 1-2, the count. High for a ball. 2-2, the count. One out, one runner on. Here's the pitch. Takes for strike 3 looking. So that's 2 outs. And here comes Sophie Roussel. Sophie had a big double in the last inning. Grounded up to the pitcher. Fielded cleanly, throws to first for the 1-3 out, and that's going to end the inning. No runs scored. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We are here for the bottom of the 5th. Coming up to bat is A. Cardero. There's a line drive to Brittany LeClaire. Picked her pocket for the first out. Big first out for Brittany. I would not be able to make that catch. I would just watch it go right by me. Big reflexes by senior Brittany LeClaire. And here's number 19, M. Salerno. High for a ball.
First pitch a strike. Not sure.
Low for ball.
They got 3 balls.
Count 3-0. Salerno walked and hit into a 1-3 out in her first 2 at-bats. And that's ball 4. Runner on first for Timberlane. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. That's number 1, Sheffield again. And this is Gruski coming in to hit. She takes ball 1. Strike looking. Fouled off behind the backstop for strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on first. Off-speed pitch for a ball. 2-2. Swung on, foul tipped into the backstop. Runner goes. Down and safe. Timeout called. That's tipped foul down the first base line. We're going to stay at 2-2. Tough day for a pitcher, cold, wet. Swing and a miss for a strike. I had the count wrong. I apologize. That's going to bring us to a full count, 3-2. And that's a line drive to right field. That's going to score a run. But heads up play by number 17, Mackenzie Oliver, to hit the cutoff and not allow the runner to get to second. And coming up to bat, M. McFadden, 1 for 2. There's a high fly ball to right field. She's at the fence. It's going to bounce off the fence, take a weird hop. So a weird turn of events that hit off of the top of the fence. The base runner at second did not advance. And we had a pile up at second base. The base runner had to return to first. No throw down by the shortstop, Gemma, just trying to hold the base runners where they were. And we still have 1 out. And this is DeVito. Fouled off. For the first strike. That's low for a ball. 1-1 the count. Shows bunt. That's going to be strike. Second baseman threatening to go to third. No one covering. Ari Garzone ran in from center field to try and get the tag. Unsuccessful, but heads up by Ari. 1-1 the count. And that's a strike. I'm sorry. That was 2-1 was the count, and that's strike 3 for the second out. And this is C. Lynch, 0 for 2. Takes for the strike. Outside for ball one. Low and away, ball two. Taking us to 2-1. The wind has died down. The rain has subsided a bit. We got a little sprinkles coming here and there. Fouled off towards the grandstands. 1-2 the count. Sorry, 2-2 the count. I'm behind with you. I'm behind on everything that's going on. All right, 2-2 runners on first and second, 2 outs. And here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3 to end the inning. So 2 strikeouts helping the Grizzlies take that one down. 1 run scored by Timberlane, putting us at 6-2. And we will be right back with the Grizzlies at bats. We are back. Top of the 6th inning. Up to bat, Gemma Paneri in her last at bat. A big RBI double. Takes for a ball. We have some Canada Gooses flying around behind us, honking away. They are noble looking. And line drive down the right field line. That's going to be a fair ball for Gemma. She's going to round to second base and reach on a stand-up double. And we have a runner in scoring position with Gemma Panarian with a leadoff double coming up to bat. Ari Gerzone. Ari had a big double in her last at bat as well. In fact, she had an RBI double at hers in her last at bat. Off-speed pitch, swung, tipped, foul. And the rain coming down again. And we're going to have a courtesy runner for Gemma. All right. 0-1 pitch to Ari. Takes for a strike. She's at 0-2. Swung on. Foul down the first base line, keeping her at bat alive. When I see Ari swing the bat, she reminds me of Dustin Pedroia, because he was not the biggest batter out there, but he swung with his entire body. Let's see if she gets the bat on here for a big swing, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Takes for a ball. Ari, a very disciplined hitter at the plate as well. A very competitive person as well. Swung on. Foul tipped. 1-2 the count. No outs. Runner on second. Takes for a ball. Good eye by Ari. Brings us to 2-2. Pitcher looks like she's trying to slow down a little bit. Trying to throw off the timing maybe. There's a high fly ball to left field. That's fielded by the left fielder cleanly for the out. For the first out of the inning. And coming up to bat, Regan O'Mara. And the sun's starting to peek out again. I feel like every time I give you a weather update, it changes immediately to something else, though. That's in the dirt for a ball. Brooke LeClaire, the pinch runner, advances to third. Putting a run 60 feet away. And bunt down. That's going to be fair and score a run. And the score is now 6-3 Timberlane.
Yeah, or we can just scoot down a little bit.
Hey, Tim. Do you guys mind moving that way? And here's Sophie Derry. That's a high fly ball down the left field line. That's going to go foul, but got a good barrel on it. Sophie has had a very productive season so far. Sophomore? Sophie, a junior. So we get to look forward to another year of production for her. Takes for a ball. We have a pinch runner on first for Regan. That's Darian Masker. Off-speed pitch for a ball. 2-1 the count. And like that, we have sunshine. And that's going to be ball 3. In the dirt, ball 4. 2 runners on for Goffstown. And here comes Emma LeClaire. And Timberlane taking a second to regroup with the Grizzlies threatening in the 6th inning. And with that, I'll give you my critique of the day. We have no snack shack. We do have a nice elevated position for our camera, so I'll give them points for that. The field is nice and green. We have a nice fence in the outfield. Nice looking field in general. We don't have our own broadcast booth, which, you know, it's definitely a negative. But I'm going to give them good credit here because I think it's just a nice looking field. They have the American flag. Not all the fields have that. So I'm going to give it 8-1, which is the first field that's broken the 7 mark so far. So they should be very happy with that score. That's going to be a ball 1 to Emma LeClaire. Bunt shown right back to the first baseman, thrown to first. That's going to be a 3-4 out at first. for the second out. We are back to the top of the order. And Darian Masker in scoring position on third base. On the bunt, moving the runner along. And here comes Sam Derry. 1 for 2. But when her bat gets going, it can go. Fouled off into the backstop. She wanted that one bad. Off speed, ball. Taking the count to 1-1. And it was just freezing out here, and now it's warmed up again with the sun coming out. Takes for a strike. Taking us to 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, big cut, but that's going to end the inning. But Grizzlies able to post one more run, narrowing the margin 6-3. We will be right back. And we are back for the bottom of the 6th inning. Timberlane top of the order with Kay Deary 0 for 3 on the day. Takes for a strike. Score 6-3 Timberlane. There's a high fly ball to center field. Ari makes the catch at the fence for the first out. Ari did a good job of reading that, even with the sun in her eyes, for the out. Up to bat now, C. Poulin, 2 for 3. A line drive to left field. Oh, on the run, tries to make a diving catch. Was Sam Derry. Great attempt by Sam there, just showing her competitiveness and willing to put everything on the line. Didn't come up with it, but great attempt. And that's going to put a runner on second base. And there's another line drive towards Sam. That's going to bounce. She's going to field it. Throw in to home is not going to be in time. Big throw by Regan to Brittany to try to get the out at second. That was high. Brittany made a really good play to get off her feet and grab that ball to stop a runner from advancing further with no backup behind her. So Grizzlies going to regroup here. I believe that scored a run, so that's going to put the Grizzlies down 7-3. Takes for a ball. This is A. Cordero. Had a base hit in the first. Two balls, no strikes. That's going to be ball 3. Yeah, that's in the dirt for ball 4. And Timberlane has runners on first and second with one out. This is M. Salerno, foul tipped. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Tries to make the throw to second. Unable to make the play, and that's going to load the bases. And we're going to have a timeout on the field by the Grizzlies. Regan coming in to chat with the infield. Give Sophie a second to regroup. Regan really good at finding those moments to go out and talk to her infield and give a second to figure things out. And we are going to be back at it. All right, so we have one out. Bases loaded for E. Shanley. That's in the dirt for a ball. A good block by Regan. That's a ground ball. That's going to reach right field. That's going to score 2 runs and advance a runner to third. So that's going to put us at 9-3 Timberlane, and their bats have woken up in the 6th inning. And this is M. McFadden, third baseman. Oh, yep. That's going to be a first pitch ball thrown. Fouled off for the strike. Seems like they were doing better when the weather was bad. Off speed in the dirt for a ball. 2-1 the count. Low for a ball. Ground ball fouled down the third base line. And we're going to have a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on first and third. Here is the pitch. Ground ball to the third baseman, fielded cleanly. Thrown to first for the out for the 5-3, but that's going to score another run. And that's going to be 10-3 Timberlane for Jay DeVito. Swing and a miss for a strike. DeVito 0 for 3 so far today. Off speed. Umpire says she went for the second strike. And here's an 0-2 pitch. Low, ball 1. another called ball, bringing us to 2-2. And that's a ground ball. That's going to get through down the first base line. Fair. That's going to score another run for Timberlane. Bringing the score to 12-3. Sorry, 11-3. That's low for a ball. On the pass ball, the runner is going to advance to second. This is C. Lynch up to bat. That's in the dirt for another ball. And runner is going to advance to third. Sophie taking a moment to move the dirt around in front of the rubber. Two-0 is the count. Swing and a miss for a strike. Fouled off. Out of play. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swung on for strike three to end the inning. Timberlane had a big inning there, posted 5 runs, bringing us to 11-3. Grizzlies have their work cut out for them. We'll be right back. And we're back for the 7th inning. Grizzlies' last chance to post some runs. They need 8 to tie. Up to bat, Brittany LeClaire. Swung on, tip foul. Timberlane has a pitching change. Number 3, E. Shanley, moving from right field to pitcher. Swung on, foul down the first baseline. Taking her to 0-2. And that's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by the shortstop. Out at first for the 6-3. And that brings up Mackenzie Oliver. Looking for her first hit of the day. Takes for a strike. Takes again, ball 1. Bringing us to 1-1. The wind starting to pick up again. High for ball 2. Takes again. Brings us to 3-1. Takes again. Strike 2. Full count. 1 out. Here's the pitch. And she takes looking, strike 3. 2 outs. Coming off to bat, Sophie Roussel. Had a big double in the 4th. Takes for a ball. Takes again, ball 2. Umpire kind of looks like his back hurts. He's just leaning over, not standing up. A lot of effort to be doing that. That's a ground ball to the second baseman. Fielded cleanly for the 4-3 out. And I believe that is going to do it here at Timberlane. Final score is going to be 11-3. Some good at bats for the Grizzlies, just good contact, just were not able to get it in play for the majority of those contacts. I would say if they meet again, that's probably not going to be the same score. Grizzlies will regroup, and we will be back on Friday for another away game at Pinkerton, I believe. So join us for that one. This is Grizzlies softball signing off. See you later.